The Prime Minister says an incident in which a group of Chelsea fans prevent a black man getting on a train in Paris is disturbing and very worrying. Ukraine's president confirms pro-government forces are withdrawing from the key city of Debaltseve. And a record number of people are in work, with latest unemployment numbers falling to 1.86 million in the 3 months to December. Video of Chelsea fans singing a racist chant on a Paris train and preventing a black man from entering the carriage has reignited the racism in football debate. So, where does the game go from here? With us is Mickey Ambrose, who was at Chelsea in the 1980s. Hello to you, Mickey. You saw that video. What did you think?
I'm absolutely shocked, disgusted. These people that call themselves Chelsea fans, I stood at the shed as a 10-year-old back in the 70s watching football, and for these so-called fans to associate themselves with Chelsea is a disgrace, because it's just bringing the club's name well, in the gutter, really. And Chelsea as a club do some fantastic work. The Chelsea Foundation do some fantastic work around the world, you know, and this incident has really taken us back to the dark ages of stupidity. I mean, these morons, and I have to say that because they're ignorant morons who have just really caused so much problems today, because the whole country is talking about it, and I think it's an absolute disgrace.
And what sort of responsibility should the club accept, if any?
Well, the club have come out straight away. I mean, a swift reply from Chelsea, which is fantastic, and any other club would do the same, that once they have identified these culprits, that they will take the necessary action, and I believe there's maybe a criminal investigation. I would like to see Chelsea as a club, once they have been found guilty and identified, to ban these so-called football supporters. And we've got to remember, we drew 1-1. It was a great game. We've taken them back to Stamford Bridge in 3 weeks' time. I mean, what is the mentality of these people? I mean, do they go about in society, teach their kids the same thing? I mean, how can they wake up this morning to their family and sort of live their life today? I just find it absolutely shocking. I think the club should ban them for the rest of their lives, and I think they should be banned from every sporting event. Take away that luxury for them to attend football matches and other sports as well, because obviously they need to go on some type of educational programme as well as be prosecuted by the police.
What, if anything, can the players and or the manager do to try to say, you know what, we don't need you in the stands, we don't want you near the ground, we don't want you following us overseas when we travel? Yeah,
I mean, as I said, Chelsea, I applaud them for the work they've done in the community, like other clubs. All football clubs have a football in the community, QPR, Tottenham, all doing some fantastic work. You know, it's just unfortunate that we have these so-called fans travelling home and thinking they can, for some reason, 15, 20 of them, I believe, were shouting something. It weren't stopping if they were stopping a guy getting the train as a laugh, it's not even seen as that. The racial side of it, that's even wrong. The racial side of coming out with that is just abhorrent, disgusting, and a disgrace. And I hope the club throw the book at them. As in answering your question regarding players, the players go out into the community. All football clubs have football in the community. They go out to the community, talk to youngsters, teach them the right thing. Of course, players have responsibility, and let's not shy away. Some players have not been great as well, because they're role models, and it's time they step up to the plate. The players and also the authorities, the Premier League, the FA, I think they should all get together with kick it out. I mean, Lord Orsley mentioned today that, you know, we're going backwards, and to have some type of meeting and to get rid of this. But unfortunately, in society today, whether it's a football match, whether it's walking down the road, sexism, homophobia, anti-Semitism, it's there. We know it's there. We see it every day in our walks of life. These people obviously don't have a brain, they're thick, and they need to be taught a lesson, and I hope they throw the book at them.
Just looking at a list of arrests and banning orders for the Premiership and indeed the lower leagues as well, and their football grounds for 2013-14. It's not very high. I wonder whether not just Chelsea but other teams are doing enough to stamp out not just racism but other bad behaviour at the grounds.
Yes, I mean we've seen not just racism and chanting and various other things, but I think they need to step up to the plate. I think the football clubs need to, as I said, let's not mess about anymore. You know, the 70s it was terrible. Bit in the 80s, we thought we got rid of it, and now it's come back on the field and off the field. And I think with the amount of money in football, you know, with £4 billion deals being made, there's got to be some type of sense in football clubs getting together and owners and saying, look, we don't want this. We're teaching our kids the wrong thing. As I said, these culprits, what are they? How are they waking up to their breakfast this morning? They think it's all right. They think it was a laugh. Well, they've just cost the club and tarnished the club's name. But we know the fact that Chelsea are a great club, like all other clubs. They do so much in the community, and this incident has really, affected them a little bit. And I hope, as I say, they make an impression and do the right thing, so that it doesn't. It stamps out the. How can I say it? It sends a message to every football fan in the country, so-called football fans, who think they can make remarks about sexism, homophobia and so on and so on. We don't want it. Go away.
Good to talk to you. Thanks for joining us on Sky News.
My
Appreciate
pleasure.
it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Customers of the big six energy companies could save around £200 a year by switching their provider or tariff. That's according to an investigation by the Competition and Markets Authority, which has found